I was asked to make a video detailing my pre-squat mobility routine. A lot of you might know I'm pretty big on static stretching before a more dynamic warm-up, just to make sure you're able to hit positions without load before you hit them under load. And this is kind of what I've whittled down over a pretty long time to what I feel to be the most bang for the buck in terms of like not spending forever stretching out. I don't think it shouldn't take more than 5 minutes tops. I'm quickly going to run you through it, and then maybe as I go explain cues and or why I'm doing it. The first one is just the simple, unilateral quad stretches focused on flexing my glute and driving my knee back. Kind of open up my quads and my hip flexor first. Really not very flashy, not very anything, but I've seemed to alleviate some of the discomfort from squatting that can build up in my hip flexors from that, and then just a front fold, again, just stretching out the hamstrings, nothing really glamorous. And then the next thing in the series I would do is a Cossack squat or a side lunge, whatever you want to call it. Basically all I'm doing, taking a fairly wide stance, toes pointed out, and I'm going to squat down to one side, making sure to keep my heel planted, having my knee track in a way that I would want it to on a squat, and keeping an upright, neutral upper back. Same thing on the other side, just trying to actively stretch out the adductor. The next thing I would do would be a wider than competition stance squat, driving my knees out, again, just to get my hips open. The next thing in the series is something I made a video on, where it's going to be a shin box switch paired with a pigeon. You take the shin box switch, shins form a 90-degree angle, hold this briefly, fold over your front, up, switch, fold over this, run through that series a couple times, and at that point I feel like if you've done these each for a little bit of time, the lower body's pretty good to go, unless you have something you need to do for your ankles, which I don't. And then the last thing I would do is just a cat camel to get my T-spine able to hit positions, and then I would say in a lot of cases you're going to want something to open up your shoulders a little bit if you're going to squat low bar, especially if it's a lower low bar. But yeah, that's it. I feel like it's been maybe 5 minutes on this, maybe 5 minutes on something dynamic, and I just get into the bar. Usually I might just do this straight into the bar, as long as I do enough reps with the bar to get blood flowing. I feel like I'm pretty good and safe.